Hello, Nevada baseball parents. Coach Steve Glenn here with our 2023 parent meeting video. We didn't really have a day that worked to get everybody in the same room. So I did this last year, seemed to work out okay. Just a quick slideshow to kind of go through expectations of the season and information about the season, and then give you a chance to fill out a questionnaire for me with any questions you have for us, concerns, thoughts you have for us, and just kind of what you want. I want to know what you want your experience to be as a baseball parent. I want everybody to enjoy the experience here. So we will get going. Try to make this as short as possible. Share my screen with you here. Again, I am Coach Steve Glenn. The coaching staff joining me. We got some new faces and some familiar faces. My new assistant coach is Colton Shipman. He's been coaching at Forest City for a few years. He's been fantastic so far. Glad to have him on board. Coach Carter Franzen is back from last year. I thought he really grew as a coach last year and brings a lot of new innovative stuff to the table that an old man like me doesn't always think of. And then we have a volunteer coach, Tim Huff, and Tim's kind of old school like me. We've been getting along pretty well, so we're really glad to have him on board as well. He's been huge in helping out and getting things taken care of. So that's our coaching staff here. Carter will coach the JV too. Colton will coach the JV, and then everybody will be working together on the varsity there. So I always live all my coaching experiences through the 4C expectations. If you have good character, good communication, you commit to something, and you're coachable, we usually have success. So those are the 4Cs that I live by. Player expectations, we went through this with the kids. I'm not going to read it to you. You guys can pause and take a look. We just want the kids to follow those 4Cs. The coaches and parents do as well, and we'll get to those slides here in a second. But this is what we expect of our players, and they've been given those expectations as well. The coaches, we have our expectations as well. We got our three grumpy guys over here. Not quite that old yet, I don't think, but I'm getting there. But these are the 4C expectations for the coaches, what we expect of ourselves and what you guys can expect of us as well. To the parents, I know you don't want to hear parent expectations. You're like, yeah, I know what to do when I'm in the crowd. But I just want to kind of go over and reiterate some things. I have this nice picture here of the angry parents. I don't like to say it, but I usually say there's going to be nights when you guys go home and you're angry at me. You don't like how I'm doing things, and I understand that it comes to the territory, and I'm always willing to talk about those things. But parents, we want you guys to let us coach, respect the umpires, and let the players play. Be respectful in the crowd, show good character. We don't need people screaming and yelling all over the place. Positively promote the program through social media and conversation. And like I said, you guys are the most influential voice in the community. So please represent Nevada as best as you can, and show good character in the crowd there. And hopefully we see you at all the games. Communication, be patient, appropriate, understanding, respectful, and professional. Whether you're talking to the coaches, whether you're talking to umpires, athletic directors, players. Try not to coach your kids up right after the game. I know sometimes that's how it happens, but tell them you love watching them play. That's what kids want to hear. Just ask them how they felt the game went. If they bring the conversation in, then go ahead and do so. After a game's never appropriate time to discuss disapproval of coaching. I'm sure we'll make some mistakes along the way, and we're very aggressive, and sometimes that runs us into some outs, and we are well aware of that, and that's just kind of how we play. We know that when we steal a lot of bases, sometimes we're going to get thrown outs. We might get run out of an inning sometimes, but our success rate is much higher than our failure rate in that area. So we know what we expect there. But encourage your players through the communicating. If there's a problem and they don't like their playing time, or they have a problem with another player, make sure you try and get them to come talk to us. I say playing time won't be discussed. We'll talk about maybe some things they need to do to improve. But again, anytime you want to meet, I'll gladly meet with you and communicate everything that's going on. Commitment. We want you at the games. Your kids love to have you at your games. We want big crowds. So be there. Be committed to our team, volunteer when needed. I know volunteering stinks sometimes, but we really need all the help we can get. So you can volunteer with some of those things as well. Then coachable, parents need to be coachable as well. Learn the game, understand the game, try and know what we're trying to do with our strategy. know the rules, things like that. A lot of times we yell at umpires and we're not exactly sure what the rule is. So make sure you try and learn that game. You have questions, I can answer those questions. The other coaches can answer questions too. The roster. Okay, playing time won't be discussed. We talked about that. All players are consistently being evaluated. It's not like we put you on a roster at the beginning of the year and we never watch what you do again. I mean, we had players last year from the JV2 move up to JV. We had some JV guys move up to varsity. So you're constantly being evaluated by the coaches. There's 4 of us, and we're in constant discussion. I talk a lot, as you know, for this video already, and we're always communicating that. And we want the kids to see success. So we're going to put them in the level where they can see that success. And sometimes, JV2, the kids don't like to be on JV2, but sometimes that's the best experience for them. They get to be the number 1 pitcher on the JV2 team instead of the number 5 pitcher on the JV. They get to play shortstop and hit third in the lineup instead of being on the bench and being the extra hitter or something. So we want to really get that playing time out there for everybody. Let everybody maximize all the playing time we can get. The rosters will be fluid. Kids can move here and there. Depending on what we need, especially like pitchers, and I move them up and down, and we will have 3 levels playing. Uniform and equipment. I am asking the kids to buy it. They don't have to buy a hat if they have a purple hat like this. They can use their old one if they'd like to. New ones are $30. Varsity will need a black hat as well. We'll get to that when we get to the varsity lineup, or we get to the varsity lineup. We get the varsity roster settled because we wear black with our black uniforms. And I'd also like the kids to have a purple belt if possible, purple baseball belt if possible. Some of the guys are getting these stirrups you see on your screen here. They're not required. Some of the guys like their pants up. Some like them down. If you would like them or your son would like them, let me know. I'll get you the Amazon link. They're pretty cheap and they come fast. So we can get those out to you. If money is an issue with buying hats or something like that, let us know. We'll make sure that your son is able to play. Money should never be an issue. I grew up in a poor household, and buying a $30 hat would have been tough for us. So I completely understand. Just let us know what's going on. Other equipments are provided. We have bats. We got new bats this year. Mr. Smith got us. We got new pants again, jerseys, helmets. We got brand new helmets. We got a lot of nice new stuff. Our equipment is fantastic, and that goes to our fundraising and to Mr. Smith and the athletic boosters and athletic department getting us some really good stuff. So we also have a few shirts and extra hats for purchase. We have purple hats, black hats, gray hats, and a few shirts for dads and moms and uncles and grandmas. I shouldn't have listed people because anybody that wants a extra hat or a shirt, let me know. Absences, just let us know when you're going to be gone. No excuse versus unexcused. Make sure your athletes are communicating that, and make sure you stay for the duration of the doubleheader. Like JV2, you play game 1, stay for game 2. JV varsity, same thing. Be there for that. Parents can sign their sons out. And we do have transportation forms if your son needs to drive to a game. We don't really want that to happen, but we understand that happens at times and may be needed. But they have to have a transportation form filled out. And no non-team personnel should be in the clubhouse or dugout. If you need to drop off a drink or something, call your son out and we'll get that drink to him. So been saying so a lot. Sorry. Important dates as we go. First practice is passed. We are 4 days in. Friday, May 12th is our seed/gum/media day. That is where we're going to have an inter-squad scrimmage. The media day is going to be like Ames Tribune, Cub TV. We'll take some pictures. It won't be team picture day. That's coming up. We're trying to find a day. But we'll take some pictures. We'll do some videos for our hype video. We'll do some interviews, get some uniforms, do some things. And then we're going to have a open scrimmage at 7:00. It'll be a 7-inning game. We'll have varsity play the first 4 and JV2 play the last 3 innings of that game. We asked that you guys bring sunflower seeds, gum, the frozen icy pops, cases of water, cases of Gatorade. We ask that you bring us some. It doesn't have to be too expensive. If you want to, sometimes people like to contribute a lot. Some don't. But just we asked you bring us something for the game. It used to only be a seed game, but it's expanded a little bit. It's kind of blown up. And we do have a fridge and freezer in our clubhouse. Opening day, actually, we have a scrimmage Saturday, May 13th versus Colonesco. That'll be at home. That'll be kind of varsity invite only. We're looking to maybe have like 13 to 15 maximum kids there that day. We'll try and get that roster out sooner than later so that people can get work off and you guys can come watch, etc. But that's Saturday at our place at 10:00. Opening day is at Grandview Christian. They play at County Park. We can get information out as that comes. That's JV varsity. The home opener is Friday against Green Mountain Garwin. That will be at home. And our JV2 opener is Monday, May 22nd against PCM. A couple big dates. I love playing in stadiums. We're going to play at Waterloo Buck Stadium this year. That says June 20th. It's actually June 19th. I'm seeing that right now. June 19th, right here. We're playing South Hamilton at Waterloo Buck Stadium. It is a JV varsity double hitter. Varsity will play at noon, JV after. So if you need to get work off on that Monday the 19th, go ahead and get work off. And then afterwards, we're going to go to Lost Island and do some go-karts and some miniature golf and eat some food and just kind of make a fun day of it. But again, 19th, not 20th. And then Tuesday the 27th, we're going to Norway, Iowa. It's a small town near Benton. There's a movie called last season, a story about Norway. Norway, Iowa is a baseball hotbed. There's been like a handful of professional baseball players come out of that town. It's a very neat field. It's kind of like we played in Rippey last year. That's a regular night game in Norway that night on Tuesday night. Senior night will be versus Perry at home the 28th. We'll have our throwback night the 23rd, and we'll have alumni game the 24th. So there's some important dates for you to put on your calendar. Contact. We do have a Twitter right there for you. We are on Facebook now. All I'm doing, I'm just going to post box scores. I've been posting videos from practice. I really like to promote our program and get it out there. So follow us on those for updates and things. You want to email me? There's my email address. Parents want to be on their mind as well. So text at Nev Cubs BB to 81010, and you'll get all the updates on Remind. And then a big thing parents love, and I really like, is our weekly planner right over here in the corner. I'll send that out each week. Up here will be all the information you need: the day, the time, where we're at, who we're playing, etc., what time practice is, bus times, etc. And then down here we'll have rosters, like who is playing in this game on that day. We might have some who's going to start pitching that day, maybe some lineups on there as well. But that will come out. I try to get it out on Sunday the best I can. I got two little ones running around, so sometimes it's later on Sunday, but that comes out every Sunday, so you kind of know what the week looks like. Please send me any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts you might have, ideas you might have on things that I can do to help promote the program, things you want to do to be involved with the program, anything like that. We try to do a lot of fun things as we go along as well. So one thing I did forget to mention, and I'll get this out on Remind, the night of the seed game last year, some of the parents grilled out for the kids afterwards. That would be fantastic if some people want to do that again, because you guys feed those boys every day. You know they're hungry. So if you guys want to grill out some hamburgers and hot dogs and get some drinks and stuff, that would be fantastic. Just let me know if you want to be involved with that. We can get that going. But seed game is the 12th. I'm really excited to get going. That's always a fun night for the kids and gives you a chance to come out the ballpark. Hopefully have a nice night to do that. If it rains, we'll probably just cancel. But hopefully we do that. Any questions at all, let me know. Right here is a QR code with a questionnaire. You don't have to fill that out. I just asked you to fill it out just so I get information on parents. I like to have communication open, and so you guys know what's going on with me and I know what's going on with you guys. I'm really excited about this season. I know we lost a lot from last year's varsity lineup, but we got a lot of good young talent and a lot of guys returning from last year's JV squad and varsity squads that really make me excited about this season. I think we can really compete. Our schedule is great. Mr. Smith, thank you for putting our schedule together as well. And a lot of fun things going on. So go ahead and do that code there. That's all I have. It's a little bit shorter than last time, hopefully. Any questions, please let me know. I'll get this sent out, share it around to any parent I might have missed on the email list. And go Cubs. Really excited for this season. Go Cubs, go. And we'll see you guys later.